Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 7 of our slow and immersive playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4 as Austria-Hungary now, or what used to be Hungary and now turned into Austria-Hungary. We are in February 1939. Let's go ahead and unpause at a slow speed and just catch up to where we've been. And so far we've reunified Hungary with Austria, and then in the previous couple of episodes with Czechoslovakia as the Germans started to take Sudetenland. So, and since then we've tried to make friends with the Germans, who have actually ruled or somehow decided together with Kingdom of Romania to award North Transylvania to Hungary, well, I guess what is now Austria-Hungary, to us. Yeah, and that's where we are at. So we have built, well, in fact, yeah, we've built up and we have gained a significant number of civilian factories. We're up to 59, military factories we're at 31. So we're becoming a very decent industrial power. We do also have a decent military as well, and yeah. To that end, and with most of this we've picked up from Czech Republic, to be honest, a little bit from Austria. Many of this we built ourselves, and here we are, we got mountain infantry researched. Let's go ahead and pause. And first of all, let's decide on the next research, and what we've been directing our research towards mainly is, once this improved armor is finished in 4 days, we've been doing a lot of armor research in the previous couple of episodes with the aim of designing a 1938 kind of good medium tank. We do have a medium cannon unlocked here, so we'll probably design that soon. This will be a support, kind of an infantry support medium tank that will be just kind of a good all-rounder, as we're hoping for. Otherwise, so we have the armor now. We will try to speed through to 1943 chassis with our focuses, so we'll see, we'll do it, but for now I think we're okay with armor. In terms of our support companies, I mean, engineers would be nice to get if we were to defend, right, but this is mostly defense, so not really necessary at the moment. Maintenance company, military police, we don't need any of these, right? We are kind of waiting. We do want to research the trucks with the bonus from focus trees, but we're not really at those focus trees yet. So okay, so there's nothing in infantry companies. There's nothing artillery. Sorry, armor artillery. In fact, we could do an anti-tank gun. Again, this is more to gain more variants for the tanks. Basic heavy cannon. Basic high velocity cannon, anti-tank cannon, maybe for some close air support. Potentially could have been nice. Maybe, yeah. So, okay, some reason that's an option. I think 36M. Navy, we're okay for now, although we will have to think about this soon-ish. In terms of air, we could commit one research slot to airframes. We could also get range improvements and actually build in some extra fuel tanks into our airplanes. That is a possibility. Because effectively, what I thought since kind of last few playthroughs, I think it is actually worth using the air experience to design a few different models of fighters, right? It's good to have, I think, one fighter that's more of an interceptor, have fewer of those, but they basically, their job is to just stay at an airfield and hover over key regions and gain air superiority there and intercept any strategic bombers and help AA. But then it's also good to have a fighter with range improvements, so we can actually, use it offensively and gain air superiority over areas we need to bomb in enemy territory. So range improvements is a good one to get, and timely as well. It's 1936. Heavy machine guns potentially would be nice to get, but we need the better airframe to actually be able to hold these, because right now our fighters are running with weight 3 for light machine guns, so that's 6 weight. Heavy machine guns would give us, those would take 10 weights together. Cannons. 1 cannon. 2 times cannon. Interesting. This is more for air superiority, so we could unlock the close air support cannon in the artillery tree. Armor piercing bombs. What does that do? Ground attack 2, weight 6, agility minus 20. Armor piercing bombs. Naval attack 6, ground attack. Okay. Warships have steadily increased their deck armor to defeat the specialist bombs. To defeat this specialist bombs must be developed to penetrate this armor. Okay, I think that's a bit of a mistake, but yeah, this is basically for anti-ship kind of close air support, so we don't need that. Heavy bombs. Okay, heavy bomb rack. Okay, that's for later, so no, nothing really needed. Torpedoes we don't need. Aircraft construction. Dive brakes. Non-strategic, yeah, this is kind of... None of this is necessary. Okay, let's maybe go radio. A radio is a viable option, I think. Okay, too early to commit to atomic research, experimental rockets. Okay, industry. We will get a 300% bonus to synthetic oil experiments. We could get the advanced machine tools. But perhaps it's better to get construction, gain that faster. Right? So that we can actually... Well, we are doing construction, so I feel like we power through. Yeah, I feel like let's go ahead and power through that. We'll lose the 100% bonus to advanced machine tools, but at the same time, I think we have plenty of time to research that with the next research slot that becomes available. And, you know, we'll get the cap. Or, I guess alternatively, we were thinking if we finish this in 10 days, then we could power through this one, right? If right now it's 328 days, 328, and we could get this with a 100% research bonus, we could do this in like 150 days and be at 1941. And then that would unlock more construction slots and more factory output. I think we're actually going to, yeah, so let's not do anything research in industry and save this 100% bonus for concentrated industry 4. In that case, let's do something that's quick then. Yeah, maybe let's do range improvements, just so we have them. Maybe we design some, you know, additional variants of our fighters. Spend this, no, actually, no, let's go ahead and research anti-tank. Yeah, just so we have it in our arsenal. We have the cannons, we have the anti-tank cannon for our CAS. Yeah, let's do this one. Artillery specialized in defeating armored targets like tanks. It generally fires armor-piercing shells. Let's go ahead and do this one. Not strictly necessary, but we will also, I think, based on my last few playthroughs, I think what is actually worth doing is rather designing one division that does it all. What I would like to do this time is try and design a few different divisions, like defense and offense, for example, and utilize those wisely so that, you know, given we're going for an immersive playthrough, I like to challenge myself and keep, you know, the manpower laws and the economy as kind of as close to civilian as possible, so that, you know, we kind of simulate that we're actually running a country. You know, where people live. Like, we don't necessarily want to go to total war unless we have to. Now, yes, indeed. Okay, we can unpause at speed 2. That's okay. Let's just check on these. Okay, insufficient resources. We don't have quite enough rubber. That's okay. Now, we could, in fact, get Chief of Navy. Right, didn't our Miloš... Our previous president, didn't he become is he a naval commander maybe? Okay, but naval experience gain, naval maneuver, naval speed. Okay, so we want Francois Dieck. We could put him in just to start gathering that naval experience over years and years, because we will need to design a lot of ships once we get access to the Adriatic. So perhaps, I mean, we might as well, right, spend 100 political power, and we'll get naval reformer so that we gain experience, right? Let's put him in. We're gonna start thinking ahead. Right, so let's put this guy in, start accumulating that naval experience. I would also just put air combat training, air combat, yeah, ace generation 10%. Right, you know, rats, I'll put him in. Let's put him in. We have another 50 left, we'll save that for now. But an armor specialist, Gustav Yanni. Actually, let's put him in now as well. Got the armor specialist since we're about to design our first tank and put that into production. Let's go ahead and wait a couple of days and do just that. There we go, improved armor protection, done. Now let's take a quick look. Can we in fact design basic medium shank tank chassis? Here we are. Sorry, this is the tank 3, so for production, let's have a think. It's a medium tank that will be producing, that will be supporting our infantry, I think. So we'll put a battalion into our infantry, supporting our offensive infantry divisions, let's say. So what do we need this thing to have? So I think we have diesel engine maybe, and get extra reliability. An engine running on diesel fuel is more reliable than a gasoline engine, but not as fast for the same engine size. We don't really care about speed of this guy. Leg infantry speed is 4 kilometers per hour. So let's go ahead and, you know, we'll just... So wait, what does balance? This is... Hang on. So this takes away reliability but increases speed. Alright, let's get... Well, we can get speed 14 armor, brings us down to speed 4.4. We can, that's it, we can engine 4 to keep ourselves. We can even do engine 3, 4 kilometers per hour is enough. Right, this gives us armor 62, breakthrough 31, hardness 85%. Okay. Let's not make it too expensive either, so let's see. Suspension. Bogie suspension, interleaved road wheels. Okay, by overlapping the road wheels, more of them can be fit in the same length of the hull, thereby improving mobility as well as providing some additional protection in the flanks. We have torsion bars, less reliability, Christie speed. Let's get here. Interleaved road wheels. Alright, that's kind of pretty much like this. Now, yeah, more breakthrough, less reliability. Let's have a think, maybe we change that. But for now, let's do one-man turret, medium turret. Can we do production cost 2, 150, 1. A turret big enough for the 3 crew members to divide the task of loading and aiming the main armament as well as staying aware of the situation around them. So this drops our speed by 0.2. It gives us a lot of breakthrough. Yeah, that's what we need. We need as much breakthrough as it can add. 3-man turret. Okay, what do we have in that turret? We've got medium armament, some medium cannon, 22 soft attack, 15 hard attack, piercing 60. A general purpose weapon well suited to a wide variety of tasks. It excels at neither anti-infantry nor anti-tank work, but it provides a vehicle with a lot of flexibility. Yeah, I think that's what we need. Reliability minus 15% though, max speed minus 0.2. But yeah, a decent all-around gun. And we do need to kick up our engine to 7, let's say. Right, so that it's at 4.1. Maybe, so 7 is kind of enough. We're at reliability 70 right now. That's not great. Not great. Now, special modules. Wet storage ammunition. Sloped armor. Fuel drums. Armor skirts. Now let's put wet storage ammunition. Water jackets added to ammunition racks dramatically reduce the risk of the ammunition exploding after the tank is hit. which is greatly appreciated by the crews. Okay, let's add that. Keep our reliability to 82%. Okay, and that's kind of, yeah, radio perhaps. Defense breakthrough. A basic two-way radio allows tanks to coordinate their tactical maneuvers on a small scale. Yeah, we do need a radio in there. Okay, so we kind of doubled the cost from the... No, we started with 4, right? The basic chassis costs 3.8. Fine, 12. It's not too bad. We do have industrial capacity to do so. I mean, defense, soft attack, fuel capacity, sloped armor. We don't need field drums since we're hopefully close by. We're in Europe, operating in Europe, so distances between supply hubs aren't that great. Armor skirts, extra ammunition. I think smoke launchers. It's all kind of. These are all kind of nice to have. Oh my god, it costs 43 to design this thing. Jeez. Okay, extra ammunition storage, additional machine guns. Not really worth it, it seems. 2 defense, 1 soft attack. Yeah. Sloped armor. Sloped armor would be quite nice, since we are putting a lot of armor on it. Yeah, I think actually that's quite nice. It's 10% production cost for 25% armor, given we're going with 14 armor. I actually would take this one. You know, yes, it costs 13.48, but I mean that's good. I think that works well. 82% reliability. Tank manufacturer details. We have added 10%. Yeah, I hope that's accounted for. Right, and we'll have a lot of production efficiency. We get more armor, more defense. Yeah, we'll get here. Production efficiency gain. Resource need will be minus 15%. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. I think this is a good medium tank. Alright, something we can just mass produce forever and ever. 53 experience it costs us. Okay, let's just put it maybe at, just to make sure it's exactly no slower than infantry. Let's put it at 8, engine 8. Actually, no, let's... This is 3.9. Okay, no, I think engine 7, 4 kilometers per hour. So this is a leg infantry support tank. 80%. It's good. Fuel usage to 35. Right. In fact, let's have a look at our armor. So we're doing riveted. That's production cost minus 20%. Armor plates bolted to the frame and held together by rivets driven into the edges. A very proven technology that is fairly cheap, but the riveted edges provide weak points in the armor and might hurt the crew if the rivets are hit. Welded armor. Defense breakthrough. Needs chromium 1, 30% armor, 30%. Cast armor, production cost. Now we want to keep production costs low. Okay, I think this will have to do. Yeah, okay, this is one kind of weakness. We're gonna go with riveted armor to save on the production costs. And we'll see when we upgrade this Turan one. Yeah, I suggest that's good for 1939 as well. That's a good tank. Turan 1. Let's get it in there. Now, we are going to need at least 5 factories for that. I suggest we go down to 3 factories. For artillery, we still have 10 for the Nuva, so the 4 here. Let me even leave this with 2. Yeah, next 4 we have, we put it all into tanks. That's what I would suggest. We need quite a few of these. And we'll see why. We need more army experience, to be honest. That's what we really need. Fine, so that's a tank. That's a decent tank. And for now, we forget about armor. Okay, we're doing artillery research. Here we just look through all of this. What's next? Okay, let's do the radio then. necessarily need this right now. Let's put this research slot on range improvements, just so we have them, because this will be needed later. Well, it seems obvious that adding more fuel capacity will increase the range of an airplane. Actually, adding that capacity to a plane without impacting flight performance too much is far from trivial. Fine, let's... I'm gonna do that. That's 82 days. Okay, so we'll have 2 slots back in 82 days, and in 6 days we're gonna do the industry. Now, what are our aims? We're going to invite foreign investors, and then we're going to actually claim Transylvania, I think. Maybe Galicia. It's going to also, let's just pause. First of all, I was going to go to our spy agency, and I looked it up on Wikipedia, and apparently Austria-Hungary established the first military intelligence in the world, and the agency in Austro-Hungarian Empire was called Evidenzbüro. This like evidence bureau, Evidenzbüro. Pretty sure that's the right spelling. So that's what we're gonna call it, our spy agency. And yeah, we do have our man in Poland because we want to make an assessment of how tough the Polish army is. And there are 25, okay, maybe 30 divisions. Where else? We have our man in Romania. Okay, 22, 58. Okay, where else? I think we also have a man in London. Okay, he's a British national. What's his name? Richard Shapley. So we'll try to steal some blueprints from Britain. Now, concentrated industry 3 is done. Let's go ahead and go to concentrated industry 4. 324 days. Ooh, hang on. Even with a 100% bonus, it's still going to take ages. Keeping the key points in our industry close to each other increases the impact of these concentrated sites. Okay, so perhaps this didn't quite work the way I thought it would. Even with 100%, yeah, the year ahead penalty is, yeah, okay, it's different. Okay. Then let's do construction quickly then, and then we put it on advanced machine tools, because this we have time before most of our factories reach maximum cap, and we need to push it out. So let's go ahead and do construction really quickly. All right, we'll do construction super quick, and then we commit one research slot to production research. Yeah, and then we'll see about the rest of them. Okay, what is this production thing? Why is it bleeping? Okay, we have 33 army experience, and now that we have mountaineers unlocked, what I would have liked to do would be, okay, would have liked to add a ranger battalion, a ranger support company to all of our offensive infantry divisions, Hungarian type, but we need 60 or 54 experience for that. So that's not going to happen just yet. No template for basic medium tank, that's okay. Sorry, okay. Sorry, I forgot what pop-up did we just have. Missing equipment production, towed anti-tank, available planes and reserves. Okay, all of that's fine. Polish Sanation junta was annexed. Okay. Let's keep going. The Italian diplomatic isolation. Diplomatic relations between Republican Italy and the German Reich have taken a turn for the worse recently, with a string of minor diplomatic incidents being seized upon by the German government to fuel hostile rhetoric. Though Italo-German relations had begun to improve in recent years, these new developments seem to effectively preclude any future cooperation between the two European powers. Critics point out that the concurrent improvements in Anglo-German relations, as well as the convenience this Italian diplomatic isolation provides to the British, which may indicate backroom deals between the two nations. The British have been plotting. Okay. Let's have a look at our national focuses. We do want to we do want to claim Transylvania soon, because we do want to claim, march to the shore and get Yugoslavia. Start thinking about our navy. Right, we do want to do that soon. So let's go ahead to this. 30 days. 30 days, and then we get on with that. Oh yes, sorry. What happened was that we finished the upgrade for our intelligence agency, and we should do more upgrades. Let's go ahead and do invisible ink. Intelligence gained from operatives and infiltrated asset steal blueprint risk minus 25%. Now let's do that. Let's do that one. What are we constructing? We're constructing more civilian factories. So we already have 63. Let's build some more. Right, and then we have 3 more military factories. In fact, I would actually... Okay, let's move this here. Perhaps... No, in fact, let's move these up here. We'll build 3 more military factories. That would not hurt. More tanks. How many tanks do we need, however? We need a Gelongdar division, and that's what I wanted to do, is add a battalion of medium tanks. Right, that would increase our combat width to 20, and that would put in 50 medium tanks per division. 50, and we have... Let's have a think. How many of these Gelongdar divisions do we have? Do we know? Let me see, probably about 16, right? So we need about 500 tanks at least, about 500, 750 tanks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so about 500 tanks, 500, and we could add 1 battalion here. So let's go. We're producing 5 per week. Okay, this will obviously grow. We do need quite a bit of equipment to actually get it out to the troops. Okay, Turkey. Representatives from Turkey have visited our country and met with many of our politicians in the hopes of garnering endorsements for their investment scheme. The government of Turkey would like for us to use our resources to better their own industrial capabilities and output. Turkish officials have inferred that by assisting their nation, we might be able to expect aid of our own in the future in the form of a military alliance between our nations. We shall not sign their Faustian bargains. Yeah, no, I think in the long run, we do want to extend it here. We do want to get control of the Bosphorus, right, and take it back to the Ottomans. Maybe even have some ambitions in the Middle East. So we shall not sign their Faustian bargain. Yeah. No, not interested. Okay, let's go ahead and unpause. What is this thing? Got these checks, tanks. Is that like a light tank? Deploy units. What do we have ready to deploy? Ah, okay. Invite foreign investors. Okay. Yeah, well. Okay, 1 division. North Transylvania. Ooh. Maybe that wasn't. Oh, that was fine. Okay, so here, let's take one of these. So we can take one of these infantry divisions, and for now, reassign them back to the Czech front, and assign a proper Gelongdar division to Ivan. Now, national, hang on. The Mexican Socialist Republic declared war on the Netherlands. Okay. With the declaration of war on the Netherlands by the Mexican Socialist Republic, the League of Nations has failed in its attempts to preserve peace. Lazaro Cardenas openly mocked the League's inability to do anything, and with that took his country out of the League. With other world leaders also questioning the point of the League of Nations, if it can't prevent conflicts, the days of the League are de facto over. While the Council continues to meet, no one expects it to actually accomplish anything anymore. Whatever authority the Council once had is long lost now. Not totally unexpected. Indeed. Now, question. Do we claim Transylvania now? Right. Which is... okay. Guaranteed by France. I mean... France... it's got all of communists. This democracy seems to be growing. Okay, how strong is Romania? Are they gonna... I reckon they will, right? I mean, we're not in like an amazing supply position here either. Yeah, here we're pretty bad supply position. But we could push them back. I mean, they have no supply here. We could just take all of this. Right, they're completely out of supply. They still have some horses. I think they should cave in. No? I mean, with our airplanes, and do we have airplanes, by the way? Yeah, we have a air base here, so let's go ahead. We have 4 wings, right? Let's bring them over here. Right, that's 2 close air support and 2 fighters. Right. So we have a lot of those. In 80 days we should have a battalion of rangers as well. So let's go ahead and claim Transylvania. The area of Siebenbürgen was unfairly taken from us after the last war. It is time to reclaim it. Let's go ahead and start. I think we can take it. Invisible ink done. Okay. Invisible ink interrogation. Enemy operative capture chance plus 100%. Enemy operative intel extraction rate plus 25%. Let's go ahead and do that. Make sure there's no one sulking about Austro-Hungarian Empire. Okay, can we... What intel do we have on their army? Having said that, but kind of grabbing these 3 provinces, unfortunately though, it doesn't give us the oil. It's really Muntenia that we're interested in. And this, well, this opens up an even longer front line versus Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia is guaranteed by Great Britain, France and Romania. It's going to be a bit tougher to grab. Well, let's see. But Ivan thinks the enemy is actually stronger than us. Why does he think that? And why do we not have any... perhaps we don't do spearhead, but we do like... sorry, not front line, we do an offensive line. Okay, so now that... okay, I think it's because we were doing spearhead, so let's go ahead. And we're gonna have to pull some troops back here. I mean, they don't... okay, they actually do have supply, whereas we don't, so they will defeat us in these mountains. Which is not great. Right, it's not great. Unless we hit them here. We hit them here with these 2 guys. Interesting. Yeah, perhaps we should have built up some supply, like right up to here. Right, so that we don't have to go around right up to like this mountain. Put a railway there. Can we still do that? I don't think so. Okay. Okay, he does say that we are in fact a lot weaker. This is slightly concerning. The German Reich claims Memel. The German forces... with German forces on their border, poised to attack, Lithuania has given in to a German ultimatum demanding the surrender of the old Prussian territory of Memel. It was passed to Lithuania by the Treaty of Versailles, but has now been reintegrated into the region of Ostprussen. Have we yet reached the extent of German territorial ambitions in Europe? Experts are doubtful. Another batch of maps made obsolete. Well, they're doing exactly what they should be doing. Bringing the German Empire back to glory, as we are doing with the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Okay, I do want to... Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense to delay. On the other hand, we do want that Ranger battalion. This is what I really want. Elevate the Mountaineers. Okay. Let's try to get to 54 experience, and then we give all of our Gallongdandar, Austria or Hungarian divisions, we give them all a battalion of Rangers. Sorry, a support company of Rangers. Mexican Social Republic war on Great Britain. Okay. Okay, the German Reich so far is the biggest contributor. Okay. Now, okay, let's have a think about air experience. I do think it is worth grabbing. What about Independent Air Force? Spirit of the Air Force. Research speed, air experience gain daily. Air Force intelligence to others. Let's do air crew surveys. Air doctrine costs minus 15%. Air advisor. Yeah, let's do air crew surveys. And we'll go here. We do battlefield support. Right. That's really what our Air Force is supposed to do, right? Formation flying, fighter detection, air wing mission experience gain. By flying information, planes can provide support to each other or work together to attack enemies. Okay, let's try to get 80, a bit more for dive bombing. That would be nice. Okay, this base can only hold 400. Fine. Surely with our air force we could take on the Romanians. Surely. Surely.
Yes.
You, sir, can we? Mountaineer. I actually think we do give the Field Marshal command to Karl Egglesir. Because he's got tricks, he's got mountains. And we have a lot of mountains here. Improvisation. Entrenchment speed. Trickster, as opposed to... this guy has offense though. Winter Specialist Offensive, Sergei Wojciechowski. This is Czech. General Josef Schneidarek. Thorough Planner Defensive Doctrine. We have Field Marshal Wojtek Luja. Fast Planner Offensive. I think Ferenc so far 3-1. Fine, let's give it to Karl Egglesir, I think. He's got better stats overall. I mean, organization loss when moving, that's all that gives us. Yeah, let's give it to... Okay, we'll put an Austrian in charge of the army. And that's fine. Right, we're going to harness all, the power of all ethnic... I was going to say minorities, but all ethnicities within the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Interrogation techniques done. Okay, diplomatic training, psychological warfare, plastic explosives. All of these. Radio interception group, decryption power. Yeah, let's do this one. Become spy master. Okay, we're not in a faction. Fine. Okay, really surprised that we are weaker. I guess it's because we don't have any supplies. Right? Too late to actually build that supply point, I guess. Unless someone tells me. Can we actually do this, for example? So can we do this? No? Or, So it's going to just, maybe I think this is cleaner. Right, and it's kind of inside our border, so I don't want it to be right on the border. Maybe then later we'll connect these up. Potentially, maybe. I like putting these up, but we also want to complete that military factory. If we like leave this to 1, put this to 1, and then we build this hub, and then we have a think. Maybe that is the way. How long would it take? Range improvements done. Okay. Could also do heavy MGs. No, actually, let's commit ourselves to advanced machine tools. Automatic machine tools using servo mechanisms has been discussed before. Putting these ideas into practice allows making use of other advancements in automation, such as computers. Okay. Definitely. Let's go ahead and do that. As we are kind of approaching the production cap, so we want to extend that. Okay, we do actually have more fighters available. So we could put out another wing of close air support. Right? And get them to train. We could also put another wing. Can we put out another wing of fighters? Oh. Not sure I'm understanding this correctly. Why do we only have, for example, 67, whereas the production moved to reserves? So 33 means like reinforcements, yeah, so now let's see. Anglo-German alliance, hang on. The British and German governments have announced a pact of mutual military assistance, as well as indicating their intention to respect the other's sphere of interest. Not all may be surprised to see this development after the German Reich's increasingly pro-British rhetoric in recent months, but the terminology of the treaty has taken many experts aback and even led some to issue warnings for what this could mean for Europe. We should be cautious, indeed. Let's go ahead and improve relations with the Germans again. Let's go ahead and improve relations with the Brits as well, since we have the political power. They are guaranteeing like a lot of this puppet of a foreign power, right? But of which of Serbia, right? And the thing is, they're guaranteed by Great Britain. Man. It's gonna be a bit trickier than we thought. Now, Romania still guaranteed by France. The Netherlands joined the Axis. Wow, okay. Let's see. What about France? France is communist. Are they really going to risk their necks for Romania? Unclear. Okay, let's have a look. Special forces. Okay, a strong military focus on regiments accustomed to adverse terrain will give us the edge in outmaneuvering and denying our opponents. Let's go ahead and elevate the mountaineers. Inhospitable environments and bitter conflicts attract the toughest soldiers to our elite forces. Enshrining their primacy in our doctrinal philosophy ensures we will continue to benefit from the recruitment of the very best. Unlocks rangers, and rangers gives us movement and attack in forest, hills, mountains, plains and jungles everywhere pretty much. A really good support company, I think. All mountaineers. Okay, this is all kind of only for mountaineers, but why do we have 51? I really hope we're not like using some big discount on I guess, no, it's 60 minus 6. Yeah, okay, minus 15%. Yeah, because we have 10% from, yeah, we have 10% from the military theorist, and we have 5% from professional officer corps. Okay, let's go ahead and elevate mountaineers. And then, oh, then we actually need, I think we have 7 spare. Let's go ahead, Gyondar, and give everyone, 10. Fine. Okay, let's wait for 3 more. And then we'll give a ranger battalion to all of our divisions. And hopefully we do that in time to actually reinforce these. Okay, towed anti-air. Done. Could proceed to more anti-air in May 1939, so we will need this soon. Could we get more soft attack? We're gonna need to deal with Romanians potentially. Okay, we are researching industry, pretty much everything we can. We're gonna get bonus to this, so we don't want to do that yet. Aircraft wise, could get heavy MGs. That's always a good one to have. Artillery, armor. Okay, all of these kind of nice to have, but not really necessary. To be honest, I think I am going to just go ahead get this bottomed, because by the time we get all of these focuses done, and then we would get these done because we want that second research. I mean, once we get here, I mean, I do want to make use of these bonuses, of course, but kind of questionable if I'm honest. Okay, we do have another 2 researchers coming up. Perhaps if we really think like long term, I think we actually start designing these, because we need to be at 1940 destroyers at least, and submarines. That will be the start of our navy, right? Well, let's see. I mean, we could get port access through Romania. If we invaded the entire Romania, if the war began, we would get a port. We'd be able to at least start building up a navy here. It would also be nice to get all of Yugoslavia and build up a navy on the Adriatic. Right, to that end, perhaps we commit 1 research slot to just naval hulls. At least to the submarines. The thing is, if we get submarines here it's ocean. Here it's fjords and archipelagos, right? So other ships, visibility minus 20%, positioning minus 15. Okay, so we should be able to get out of here with our submarines, right? Ocean. Ocean. It's actually pretty decent ground for submarines. Okay, let's... I mean, we have an air force, we have tanks, we got guns. So the question now is, do we commit 1 research slot to Navy, right? And at least submarine hulls? Or should we instead commit it to ahead of time infantry stuff? I feel like we commit 1 of these to... because then we also need basic torpedoes. Improved... Yeah, we need a lot of research, even just to get the submarines going. We already need a lot. Like, Navy requires a lot of research. Right? If we build 1, 2... But we'll build like super modern submarines then. Right, and build a lot of them. They're quite cheap. That's at least gives us like a foray into becoming a naval power. We're in May 1939. So 120 days, 120, 240. And let's say by the time we get here, so we could actually in 1940 have 1940 submarine hulls. We'll get basic snorkel. That's 1 research, right? And other than that, we'll need basic torpedoes. These are bonuses that are nice to get. These would be nice to get, so that we can actually put them on our ships. But this is what, 150 days, 120. Yeah, I guess with 2 research slots allocated to this, we could get a very good 1940s type submarine ready by 1940. And if we manage to get access to dockyards, we could actually design one and put one into production. So that is one way to use our research slots. Another way would be to do what? We don't need anything here. Another way would be to get a radio. Yeah, perhaps a radio right... I mean, right at this point, a radio is probably more useful. Right, than a navy. Yeah, perhaps... Not that we're expecting any bombing, really. No, we're not expecting. Maybe we just put it into a truck, and field hospitals would be very nice. That's what we would... Or maybe just getting our infantry stronger. But this is like a 5% bonus. Right, these are nice, but not so nice that you want to do them ahead of time. This one is obviously very nice. Don't need any of this, particularly. This would probably 10% soft attack to artillery. We do have a lot of artillery. Upgrading old pieces can only get us so far. New howitzer designs will be needed, taking advantage of new hydraulic recoil devices and longer barrels. 10% soft attack. Maybe this is worth doing ahead of time. At the same time, if we manage to get Transylvania, I mean, it won't really help us with taking Transylvania, because we won't do it in time. If we give it for free, we're just wasting this ahead of time. So let's go ahead... Fine, let's go ahead and maybe do 120 days early submarine hull, start laying the foundation of our navy. And since we just hired a chief of navy as well, I think that's fitting. Submarines are stealthy vessels designed to take out undefended convoys. The early models from the Great War paved the way for new methods of naval warfare. I mean, we don't actually have access to the sea, though. Synthetic oil experiments, fuel refining, fuel gain per oil, fuel gain from refineries. Maybe we can fuel refining instead. 200 days, but we have to do it. We're never going to get bonuses to this. We're going to get a bonus to this one, and not this one. But fuel gain per oil, that's 20%. Given we don't have a lot of... I mean, if we do get Romania, we're going to have so much oil, like we'll have more oil than we know what to do with, really. Right, so right now we just need... We have enough for our air force. But once we get tanks, though, we're going to start running out. So let's go ahead and... Fine, let's get plus 20% per oil. 259, yeah, okay, maybe we'd do that. 212 days, advancements in chemical cracking allow for better yield of light fuels from oil. Fine, let's maybe commit to that instead. We do need to make sure we have enough fuel for those tanks, especially we're building as well. How many days? 30 more days. Okay. Production wise, construction 3. There we go. Artillery. Yeah, these are kind of like nice to have, but not necessary right now. Okay, we've got construction. Okay, so now again, same problem. We have this one research slot. What do we spend it on? We're close to 1940. We could do anti-air upgrades, 79 days, so that we go to 1940 anti-air as soon as possible. We'll need this for our destroyers, any ships we have. We'll need that for our strategic regions. Yeah, so let's go with this one, so that as soon as we hit 1940, we'll research this one. With faster reloading mechanisms, anti-air guns carrying large rounds can still maintain necessary firing rates. Let's go ahead and do that one. more of a nice to have than a necessity, but we'll take it. Okay, the Romanians, not sure they're going to be giving it up, to be honest. Okay, let's have a look. So 22nd of September. Oh, that is quite a while before this actually gets done. Good thing is the railways will be built. Okay, but this will take like all of summer. So the reality... Oh, this could be tough. This could be tough, but actually, guys, we're coming up on the hour, so... Okay, well, okay, we can run this for like a few more days. Actually, let's make a cut here so that we begin the next episode with... and we'll begin the episode with Transylvania and see how that pans out, in case we do get into a bit of a mess in Romania. But for now, guys, let's make a cut here. I hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're excited for the next episode where we take on Romania potentially. Yeah, again, if you have any suggestions, then let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next episode. But bye for now. Cheers.